Welcome to episode 1901 of Love Serve Care. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the bugs, the bruises, the bumps, the ooch, the ouchies, the whoa, the what the heck happened. So yesterday, if you didn't know already, was the first episode or first time that this show has been made a video podcast. Has been an audio only for the past 5+ years since November 2020. And as of yesterday, we get to see, we get to watch, you get to engage with me in this way, in the video format. So I'm excited about that and nervous. And as I mentioned a little bit on that call, a lot of the bumps and bruises of, all right, what do I need to do after this, right? Just the mechanical process of how do I get this video, this thing into the interwebs, into YouTube specifically. And that looked like this. Downloading the video onto my computer, creating a Canva graphic so that I have a thumbnail, then also creating an editing graphic with the call to action, subscribe to the podcast and leaving a comment or leaving a review, and then adding the audio because this podcast has backtracked with one of my productions, one of my instrumentals I call Wormholes. So I needed to put that into a different platform. I used this service and I did all that and mix and match. And I was exhausted a little bit. I was mentally in a space of, why am I doing this again? Why don't I just go back to what I've been doing? Why don't I just go back to what's comfortable, what's familiar, what I know? But if I'm going to be the person running his mouth talking about, you got to step out of your comfort zone, you got to do the best you can, you got to motivate, blah, blah, blah. Well, wouldn't it make sense that I do it first? So I ask you, when's the last time you did something for the first time? And then did you do it again? Did you repeat? Did you try again? Because that's the separator. That's what gets people, I don't want to say in trouble, but it gets them stuck into the familiar patterns because they want to do something, but I don't know how to do this. I don't know where to go. The indecisiveness, it paralyzes. Meanwhile, you take a wacky, wild entrepreneur, someone who wants a little bit more, somebody who is willing to endure some more, I guess you call it pain, suffering, embarrassment. They're willing to go through the obstacles and find the opportunities through them. And I would encourage you, well, what is that thing? What's that major purpose? What's that intention, that focused intention that's going to drive you, that's going to pull you toward your dreams and away from the things you don't want? So as I look at my timer here, it's time to wrap it up. So as I say with every episode, not just a catchphrase, not just a cute tagline, but a core principle. Remember that you're born to live your life in abundance. You're the master of your future. You control your freedom, and you have complete dominance of your thoughts, your emotions, and your habits. Take care. God bless. Stay blessed.